had to be a releasing.
Right now. Yes.
Then he says to them again, and Peter says once again to the church, in chapter 3, he said, this second epistle, beloved, I now write to you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Now, notice that Peter says by way of remembrance. He's stirring them up by way of remembrance. So what is he doing? He's reminding them that you need to be reminded of the vision that God has given unto you. You need to be reminded of the things that God says he wants to do to you. You need to be reminded of the things that God has deposited in your life. You need to be reminded of the things that God has purposed for you to do in life. Because sometimes we can get caught up in the cares of this world and we can forget about what God said. But the songwriter said, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Here am I, oh God, you can use me. Why? Because that becomes our reasonable service. That's the least thing we can do when we think of his goodness. The least thing we can do is give our lives back to him. When he kept us alive for so many years, the least thing we can do is to give him back our lives when we know we deserve to be dead and gone. The least thing you can do is allow God to stir things up in you when you know you're supposed to be dead, down in a burning hell somewhere, but he's looked down upon our fault and saw our needs and snatched us out of the muck and the mire, brought us out of darkness into his life. He brought us from death to life. All the reasonable thing that we should do to him is give him what's rendered unto him the cup of salvation by saying, God, here I